Welcome to Lucas Oil Raceway in the Ghost Late Model Series. They're going to do a feature race. You can see the track just changed two feature races, and then they go to the main part of it. Actually, they have qualifying. I forgot about that. So they will do qualifying and laps here for these guys. We will let them run through that. At the same time, I also need to delete some of these application audio outputs that I don't need anymore. So we'll do that while these guys are going around the track a little bit. But we will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 drivers tonight. So it looks like 8 in each feature race should be there. So let them get done with all of that. Is our sole qualifying lap. So me clicking around the cars and you see some of them disappear. That's why their qualifying laps are alone. It's a fresh track for all these drivers to go set down their fastest lap. Qualifying is 5 minutes overall, so these guys will have probably some excess time for qualifying because it'll be overall. Will have already run their laps. So that very well. Maybe everyone that did need to run one just went ahead and went and did theirs. I think it looks like they did. Most of them are either sitting in pit road or sitting somewhere else on the track. Have to wait for them to finish before I pull up their qualifying results. That will not let me see that alone. Still in it, so looks like we probably got about 40 more seconds till I'll be able to pull the qualifying results for them. There we're not gonna pull them up. So Jonathan Byron first, Michael Doan second, Connor Matson third, Michael Buck fourth, Jason Satterfield fifth, Christian Roos sixth, Matt Tacon seventh, Chris Papa eighth, Joey Hobbs Jr. ninth, 10th, Stephen Hassett 11th, Andrew Flincham 12th, Jason Ledford 13th, Parker Dixon 14th, Kyle Crane 15th, Tim Drummermuth, and 16th is Terrell Wheeler. But this kind of doesn't really matter because they have to go through their qualifying heats. Be Byron, Matson, Satterfield, Tagon, Hobbs, Flincham, Dixon, and Drummermuth in this heat for the drivers. Be an 8-lap shootout for it. Go around one more time. The pace truck will pull in. Pace truck is off, and actually, oh, I'm wrong. We pull off here. Thought that was turn 3. I already did pull off. I knew it was gone somewhere, and they're going to go. That's actually a lot sooner than what I thought it would have been there. I'm going to hop out to a pretty big lead. The 39 is trying to get under Matson. Just can't get a nose in there like he needs to. '97. Oh, almost makes contact with Drummermuth. Has to go really high in that corner. He got some wing damage already. Byron is kind of setting sail right now. Matson right in there, Satterfield, the 31 of Tacon gets a little bit loose coming out of the corner, able to keep it up under, though not too much of a wiggle from him. Everybody looks like to be running that middle groove, not really going all the way to the bottom. Kind of staying out of probably about a good 4 feet above that. Actually, probably about 6 feet above that. Those white tires that are on the track, it seems, for them. Everybody's pretty much single file throughout the whole field, though. Nobody's really passing each other. Disappeared on my screen there for a minute. Didn't really know where they went. We've got 2 more laps. Looks like this is pretty much kind of set. Everybody's not really moving or gaining any positions on each other. The 7, it's in there. D almost makes contact with 97. Actually, might have didn't make contact with him. Kind of shot him up the track. Drummermuth is having to ride that high line. He gets the bumper, the 7, and he's going to spin the 7 around. He goes, straightens it back out. White flag is in the air. That's actually the finish of the race. Might as well make that move. Oh. They might have had somebody out for blood right there, really late. He might have definitely had something against him. I think he might have wanted to go have a little talk with him. Let me tell you something. I'll pull up the heat results here very quickly. So Byron, Matson, Satterfield, Tagon, Hobbs, Dixon, Flincham, and Drummermuth is the finishing order for those guys 1 through 8. This one will have Doan, Buck, Roos, Papa, Hassett, Ledford, Crane, and Wheeler in it for the drivers in this race. almost makes contact with each other there. Oh, we actually have a big crash in the back. That's 4 drivers. It's Roos, Hassett, Crane, and Wheeler. Looks like they were all in. That was a pretty big wreck. We'll have to go back and watch what happened there. That's the first lap of the race. That 24 is blocking the 13. Papa's going to spin Ledford. Ledford might have not been clear. That's going to bring out a caution. Go and see if Ledford just didn't realize that he wasn't fully clear. Oh, he's in front of Papa. And Papa just didn't lift off that. Just spun around, didn't really make hard contact. We'll go back to the wreck that happened on the first lap. First lap of the race here. See what happens. See Roos up here. So Roos gets spun by the 91. Everybody just kind of piles in behind him. I'll get back rolling, but that's what happened. That wreck. So Dylan will be the leader, Buck and Papa third. Pretty much is what that looks like, mid-pack hack. I had no idea what was happening back there either. Flag is back in the air. Doan gets a good jump. Buck disappears. He'll reappear. Yep, there he is. Gonna go on the inside of Doan. Not gonna get the bite off that needs Papa, and Doan is blinking in and out. We have no idea where he is. And Papa does spin. Oh, Papa hits the tires and flips himself on his hood. Well, that's that was not a good look for him. He hit the tire. He got way low. I think he didn't know where Doan was. He was just trying to get as low as he could on the track. See him, and right in the tire he goes. Just flips his car immediately. Roos in the 88 able to avoid that. That's gonna bring out the second caution in this feature race. See this stuff gets sorted out. Why that will be kind of everywhere until we get the green flag again, and it will fix itself. But Pace truck is off, so these guys can go in the corner if they wanted to. It's like they will. Papa and Ledford are out of the race. Dylan gets a good jump. You see Wheeler and then Roos got an accident earlier. Still has a vehicle. That looks like it's pretty functional to him. He's able to drive pretty well on it. Actually scrapes the wall just a little bit there. Tis was a kiss, is what Roos would say. He's actually testing the wall. Trying to get in the corner a little bit deep, but just can't do it. Dylan's going to kind of skirt away with his lead just a little bit. Not a lot. He'll definitely pick up some space between him and Wheeler. And that actually might be enough space to pretty much give him the win at this point, I believe. probably be, yeah, it's definitely Dylan's race to lose unless he. Now it looks like the 91 had a little bit of a help from the 88 there. 88 actually stopped, and he's not going to race him like that. But Dylan, he'll win this race. Wheeler second, Roos third, Hassett fourth, Crane will come in fifth. As there's a consolidation race. So for this one, I'll just let the cameras go wherever. I would not be calling this one. My throat's kind of dying a little bit, so y'all can just. I know that the cameras will switch where it. Not that. Wait for all these guys to get in here first because I want to switch to random stuff. So I'll let the cameras go for this. My throat's a little bit bad. I don't want to ruin it anymore. 12. Okay. 9. Great. Got the Corona V5. So I'm going to pull up the starting grid here for these guys. Well, it doesn't even have that here. So I wish I could actually pull that up. But it won't let me do it. So this is the... So you have to go from the starting order on the side for this race. So Byram, Dillon, Matson, Wheeler, Satterfield, Roos, Tagon, Hassett, Hobbs, Crane, Dixon, Papa, Flincham, Ledford, Dummermuth, and Buck are on this race. 16 drivers. And 30 laps. Turn about 15-second laps, so it probably won't be very long for these guys to get the race done. Go around one more time and they will get the green. Y'all may have heard your sound cut out. That is not you, that was me. I cut off one of the audio outputs and re-enabled a different one. That's why it may have sounded a little weird. Actually, driver making contact before the green even goes. Byram is off and away. The 3 gets a good start also. Dillon's caught sleeping a little bit. That 3 will get that second position as they fan out in the back of the pack as the 7-1-2 makes contact with the 8. Somebody hops up right in front of Roos's path. Roos may have not liked that, and I would not blame him. Enable the other one. Just keep that there. Roos is around. So is the 88. That's going to bring out a caution. Not sure what happened with these two. Roos, did you get contact from somebody? Up really high, and the 97 comes down, and Roos barely saves it, makes slight contact with the wall, and the 88 just spins it behind him, not getting involved in it. So that'll bring out a caution here, only 3 laps in. Roos did a very good job of not overcorrecting and clobbering himself in that wall, that's for sure. A lot of drivers in that situation was kind of jerk the wheel and panic because of it. Not let me lock. The level stuff is difficult. Well, that's not good if you're under a tornado watch at all, bud. As we are off and away again, Byram gets a good jump. Also, that 00 got a better one than last time. So you see the guys freaking out. SDK will sort them out here. We got a lot of contact made in the back. 97 almost around. Hopefully doesn't overcorrect and absolutely wipe out people. He does not, as he makes contact with Papa, actually. A lot of action around the 3 and the 00. The 31's trying to go under the 39, as the 3 might have put the 39 in the wall on accident. 39 has to really get up in that mud. Just can't turn at all. Byron watching us on his rearview mirror. He's like, yep, just keep doing this. Keep doing this. As Buck says he's crashed, as he actually has. We'll go back and look really quick and see what happened to him. Those guys are going at it up front. It's just slight contact. Now a caution has been brought out. Looks like he actually net-coded through somebody. As Buck didn't get rolling again, so that's what brought it out, I believe. He was just kind of waiting at the bottom of the track for the caution to come out. Second caution, 25 laps still left in the race for these guys. They're underway again. Byram gets a good jump. Matson Doan. 00's caught sleeping again. He loses that second position. The 39's going to try to get a good bite in the corner. 00's going to have to run as the 39 slide jobs right in front of him. 31 is in the wall behind him. Almost nicks the rear end of that 8. '97 looks like he actually kind of caught his slide there. Oh, that was close to absolutely clobbering that white tire. Lucky he didn't do that. Back here we have a crash. Flincham, apparently he gets rolling. Go back and watch what happened with him. Really wheeling it. I think his steering, looks like his steering may be a little bit messed up for him. It's in really sideways, and something happened in front of him. The two plows in 91, and Flincham has nowhere to go. Really nothing that he could have done there. Flag still in the air. Matson trying to catch Byram, but Byram, he's running a 15.10 as the 88 is slow on the top. It's going to bring out a caution. Not sure what happened to Kyle Crane, as he did crash. As he's just up high and he just comes to a complete stop, or almost a complete stop, out of the way. That would cause for a caution. That's the third caution tonight. I'm confused why that was thrown, but it was. Nothing to do about that. Byram, he's going to lead. See if that 00 gets a good start. He's not been getting good starts at all, and he's been losing positions because of that. So he could, the way he's been restarting, he could lose third here very, very easily. Just not been able to get going at all. Byram gets a good jump. Yep, he loses that position also. He's not getting good restarts tonight. Doan is really, really struggling with that. He's going to try to ride the outside as Pappas crashed. Might have gotten spun since they're so close together. It's a big stack up already. Try not to get the back end of somebody here, possibly. Goes in the middle and just slight contact from the 43 sends him around 91. Oh, the 88 hits him. 88 just couldn't slow down in time. Says Dixon's the leader. He's not. It is Byram. I think it's just where his track is so small. SDK, it's just like, what is going on with the timing? What? Okay. Flags back in the air. Byron gets a good jump. The 00 might lose, or double is probably 007. I'm saying 00. You can't see that 7 on his. Oh, is it 712? Makes contact with the 39. Almost spins him around. Able to save his +1 position for the 007. This guy's back here. Oh, that's hard contact. That is the 02 of Buck, who went head first into the wall. Go back and see what happened with him. That was some hard contact with him. In the middle of everything, and he just gets smacked into the wall right in the path of Roos. Pap has nowhere to go, and he ends up actually flipping, lands on his wheels, and he gets back going. 4th caution tonight, 16 laps still left in the race. I believe that might be the race for him. That was some pretty vicious hits. Excuse me. Buck is not the leader. It is 54 Byron. I don't know why it keeps wanting to say the leader is this person, because they're evidently not. I believe they may be going to single file restarts the way it looks right now. We'll go green this time by in the middle of the corner. It's kind of odd seeing that they go in the middle of the corner. I would have think that they just go normal places, but they don't. Green flag is in the air. These guys aren't stacked up like they used to be. They're kind of spaced out from each other now. The 39 and the 8 kind of squeezing each other. Byram's kind of watching these guys. He's like, yes, please don't wreck. Just get this race done and over with. 15 laps. Driver's right up against the Watson 712. Leaning on it almost, just scenes from him. As we got somebody around the 39 and 38. Save it. 712 gets spun. That will not bring out a caution. 31 almost spins himself also. Really close. Roos actually might have got himself spun right there, and that was very close. 97's in the wall. Byram hoping that caution won't come out. That 3 is not letting him get away. That 007 is now kind of picking up his pace also. Still a little bit off. Actually, they were a little bit faster than Byram that lap. Both of them were. See what it is this lap. Matson was actually 0.05 faster than him. So 0.05 of a second faster. Double Zero's trying to get under the threes. Is going to hurt the three, not allow him to get the exit off the corner that he wants. Really the entry and the exit. Double 07 is going to slide job the three. Almost gets the 54 also with it. 007 not been having good restarts, but looks like he's definitely more of a driver. Once he settles into a rhythm, he's going to get gone. These guys now have decided to run that high line. Realize there's just more grip, and as more drivers go up there, it's going to keep on getting stickier and stickier. That car is really going to want to turn. Dylan's really found that out. But he has more of a straighter exit than the 54. The 54 is a little bit sideways coming out the corner than the 007, and he gets right up to the bumper of Byram. You see Byram just keep wiggling. He keeps wiggling around. He can't just really put the power down. 007 hasn't made up for him, though. He's got to get around Byram. It looks like everybody's just... They're hogging that top lane. They're not really moving off. They're running right below the really muddy area on it. So Dylan's probably going to have to give the bumper to Byram if he does want to get around him. They're almost running the exact same line with these two guys. Through the rest of the pack, everybody's being pretty calm with each other. Looks like Papa got himself in the wall there. He's actually just scrubbing the wall. Byram, he's just kind of holding off Dylan now. He might have made Dylan burn up his tires a little bit, really hurt those rears trying to put the power down out of the corner. He'd have just been kind of toying with him, saying, yeah, I know you can get me, but I'm going to make you burn them up if you want to get to me. As a caution is out, Kyle Crane has apparently crashed here. That destroyed right front of his car, and he... Oh, Byram just kind of runs him over. Wasn't looking at that. Really slow in that top lane. So nothing Byram can really do there for him. As what was I just sent here? Like it's back in the air. I think this kind of gave it to Byram because Dylan, he's just not been getting good restarts. He's not being able to stay within striking distance of him. So eventually it's really hurt him. White flag is in there one more time around. Byram has a pretty comfortable lead over Dylan and Matson. 54 looks like he's probably going to repeat. Won last week, he'll win this week at Lucas Oil Speedway. The 54 just spins it out, coming across start-finish line. Might as well, you won the race. Doing his version of a burnout. Be Dylan, Matson, and Byram. Top drivers. these guys in the booth. So we will get the third place driver first. Pull up the results for it on this so y'all can see it. I'll wait for Matt to get in here. Still don't have perms to drag people, so I'm kind of waiting for them to. Hey,
We
Max.
going?
Hey, man. So you come home third. How'd that race go for you in general, man? You were definitely a car that was up front and battling for a win. But how did it go for you overall, man?
It was really good. I was up there racing with my teammates. I've noticed we've been racing really hard, racing really clean, racing really good, and it really showed tonight.
I mean, you were definitely somebody who was fighting. Now everybody's been chasing that 54, but you definitely had a car that could compete. What do you think you were missing with your setup tonight that would have given you just that little extra speed?
Uh, to be honest, really nothing besides talent. I'm pretty new to this, so I've been trying my hardest racing against Jonathan. He's one fast guy. Same with Mike O'Done. Those two are probably one of the fastest out on the sim at the moment.
Yeah, definitely experience. It does come into play. Setups also help though, and definitely you definitely had a good setup. Maybe just a little bit more experience because you might have been able to catch them there. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yes, sir. I would really like to thank Mecca and Phantom Speed Shop. Also thanking all my teammates for hosting practices, making me better. Especially Jonathan. He pushes me every day. He yells and he just makes me 2 times, 3 times better. And he just pushes me to my limits, trying to chase him, outrun him. Just thankful for everybody that helped me.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. If you could hop in the waiting room and tell Doan to get in here, if that's possible.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Doan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got
Man, so you come home second, just fell a little bit short of Byram. Now, tell me how that race went for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered.
race went fairly well. Had a couple cautions that killed everything. Once we were able to find the line, us top three were working together and got it figured out. Had a good race going until I think it was 5 or 4 to go when that lap car got involved.
Yeah, man. So coming down, towards the end of the race, do you think that there was anything different that you could have done that would have been able to kind of give you that edge over Byram? Because people have been chasing Byram the whole season.
Yeah. I was getting myself set up to throw the slider on him, and then the lap car got in the way. I was a little better in 1 and 2 than him, so I was going to throw the slider on him in 3 and 4 on that next lap, but just so happened there's a lap car there in the way.
I mean, sometimes things just can't be done. You were definitely a car that you weren't really getting the best of restarts, but once you got going, you could really put it down. I really thought that if it would have kept going green at the end, that you probably would have caught Byron because Byron was definitely having to drive a little bit harder than what he normally would. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh yeah, Jonathan Byram, all of us guys over at Mecca. Thank y'all for letting me back on the team. Phantom Speed Shops, all the work we've put in this week to get these setups figured out just for this race, along with all the other setups we're doing for the officials. Each week we're going to be working on sets just for this league alone. So if any of these ghost guys are looking for a set, we are here for y'all. Underwood Consulting, Northside Graphics and Designs, Mecha Racing TV, and JP Designs.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. If you could tell Byram to get in here, I don't have perms to drag people, but good staying up place tonight, man.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Byram, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Sir, how's it going?
Man, so you come home first again. Describe how that race went for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man.
Man, we've been doing some testing today, my whole crew over there at Phantom Speed Shop, trying to get this thing dialed in at Lucas. A lot of time put in, and I was second guessing the gear after qualifying what to run for the feature, but seems like it paid off for us.
Yeah, sometimes just those little changes in the setup, you're kind of on the fence. You're like, do I do this? Do I do that? And you really don't know until you kind of get like 10 seconds before. You're just like, I might as well just go with that. But no, coming down with about 5 laps to go in the race, were you nervous about Doan being behind you? Because he was really pushing and really making you push also.
I mean, it was good racing there. I knew I had two of my other teammates behind me, Connor and Michael there. I mean, I knew they were going to be competitive for sure. I just knew if I could get a good initial start and then get out front just a little bit, they would keep it clean, and the race was good. And it worked out like that for us.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, all the guys at Mecca Motorsports and the team there, Phantom Speed Shop, all they do work on these cars day in and day out, get these setups as fast as they can. JP Designs, Folds Graphics, always for the awesome wraps they do for us, and you guys for putting on the show.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good win here tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you repeat that next week, man. Good job.
I appreciate it.
As that was Jonathan Byram, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here. Jonathan Byram first, Michael Doan second, Connor Matson third, Joey Hobbs Jr. fourth, Jason Satterfield fifth, Jason Ledford sixth, Tim Dummermuth seventh, eighth, Chris Poppett ninth, Matt Tacklon 10th, Christian Roos 11th, Parker Dixon 12th, Stephen Hassett 13th, Andrew Flincham 14th, Tara Wheeler 15th, Kyle Crane, and 16th is Michael Buck. Not a bad race overall. Less cautions than they were last week. I thought Doan really had a chance at the end of that race, but he fell just a little bit short of him. But I will normally roll an ad and let you all go, but I will actually just end the stream. I'm trying to get to an A Open race also, but hopefully you'll have a good night, and I will let you all go.